What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Old ST, and you already know the vibes. Welcome to the Voice of NYC TV, where we talk about a little bit of this and we talk about a little bit of that. Now, before we get into the tea of the week, y'all already know the vibes. We gotta get into the songs of the week, so let's get into it. Now, going at number one, we got a spicy collab between Fergie Baby and Jay Critch on the remix of his hit song, Suburbans. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this has definitely been one of my favorite Fergie Baby songs. Like, I've been spinning this, but I feel like with Jay Critch, it definitely gives me even more of a reason to keep spinning it. It's like he was that little cherry on top that we didn't even know that we needed. Shout out to Fergie Baby because he has definitely been making some noise in these New York City streets. And shout out to Jay Critch for adding his flavor to an already hot song. Now, I know that I usually have about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 songs on the list, but I gotta be real. Music has not been the same. I don't know what it is. Even in New York City, I feel like everything is a literal copy and paste of somebody else. It's the same samples, it's the same flows. I mean, I'm not even against drill music. I listen to drill music from time to time, but it comes to a point where it's like, all right, bro, now you sound like this dude, and you sound like that dude, and you sound like that dude. Even with the fast talk music that's become a trend, like, I'm tired of it, bro. Like, y'all can at least do a different rendition of the same thing. But no, it's the same copy and paste. As New Yorkers, as the mecca of music, as the people that are known as the fashion statements, the most creative, what is up with the copy and pasting, bro? I'm gonna need some originality coming from more New York artists because y'all are really starting to disappoint me. Real talk. That's all I have to say. And shout out to the one and the only song that made it to the Songs of the Week list because that's what they showed. They were able to turn a song that came out a long time ago and turn it into something that sound way different than when you first heard it. So shout out to Fergie Baby because we need to continue shouting out those creatives that actually know how to be diverse when it comes to their sound. Now that's all for the Songs of the Week. Y'all already know what we about to get into, so let's get into the tea of the week. Now, going at number one, we have a new Pakistani president who goes by the name of Onijah Robinson. If you haven't been caught up, this woman came all the way from none other than where? New York City to travel all the way to Pakistan to go and meet her man. But unfortunately, when she went to Pakistan, it was found out that her man's parents didn't approve of the relationship. So they was not having it. Did that stop this amazing New York City woman from making her mark? Absolutely not. Because she camped outside this man's house, even though they had abandoned the home. We don't know where they went, but they had found a way to get up out of there. And while she was camping out there, not only did she catch the attention of those who lived around the neighborhood, but it caught the attention of Pakistani journalists to where this woman had started to go viral, making demands of 100K and land to fix up Pakistan. She had even gotten the attention of a humanitarian named Chippa who, quite frankly, got her even more viral by giving her a press conference. This lady has been taking pictures with her newly found fans. They've been feeding her, showing her mad love. People have even been proposing to this woman to get her hand in marriage so that they can be the man that she was looking to find. Now, this has gone viral in America. And you know, I can't stand America. I'm not going to lie. In America, even though I'm an American, it's nothing but negative Nancy's over there because everybody's talking about how she's playing in these people's faces and that she got to be careful. But there's this quote that I know a lot of people have been shoving down our throats, which is, go where you are celebrated. And that is exactly what my good sis Onijah Robinson has been doing. So shout out to her. Stay in Pakistan because clearly that is where you are loved, sister. Now, next we're going to be talking about and diving into how this past Sunday has been very eventful. Now, we had recently just had our Grammys, and I'm going to shout out a couple of winners. One being Kendrick Lamar, shout out to him. Doechii for getting Best Rap Album. She definitely deserves that. She has been working. And I'm here to shout out two big names that have been done dirty by the industry. Shout out to Beyonce for getting Best Country Album, and shout out to Chris Brown for getting Best R&B Album. A lot of people will have their opinions about Chris Brown, but I have remained consistent. There are people out here within the industry that have done 100,000 times worse, that people have given platforms to over and over and over again. I'm not going to be the one to stoop down to anyone's level and start naming names, but truth be told, if you guys can let Donald Trump become president twice, I'm pretty sure that Chris Brown can get his Grammy for an album that he had put in extra time and effort in. Now, that wasn't the only thing that has been going viral. These poor, disgusting excuses of journalists had gotten the opportunity to interview famous R&B legend Babyface. They had literally interrupted him in the middle of his sentence to get the attention of a white artist, Chappelle Rowan. Now, I'm going to say and make clear very, very much that there is no hate and no disrespect towards Chappelle Rowan because she didn't do anything wrong. But when it comes to those journalists, AP, you guys need to evaluate the people that you are giving your opportunities to. And this is also why Black spaces and Black media matters. We sit here and we don't give other people the shine. We don't shout out other journalists. And what does that do for us other than have our very own legends getting disrespected on camera? If you don't know who to bring out on the carpet, then don't bring people out there at all. Was it really that important for you to disrespect a Black legend to speak to a white woman during Black History Month? Here these white people go, silencing our voices yet again, shaking my head. Now, that wasn't the only thing that had took place on this Sunday, because the GOAT, Claressa Shields, had went one-on-one with Danielle Perkins. And boy, oh boy, did they not disappoint. Now, the night before, we were all just watching the WWE's own Royal Rumble. We didn't know that we were to get that yet again. The undercard fight ended in a countout, something that I never thought that I would ever see, especially when it came to boxing. That was definitely a shocking end, but shout out to the people that fought. Claressa Shields had popped out and made her entrance with her man, Papoose. It had shook up the internet, especially when you remember what happened between Remy Ma and Papoose. This was a huge flex on Pap's end, and I definitely want to shout out Claressa for giving him that shine, especially during such a huge and historic fight that Claressa had put on for us. Claressa had shown us why they called her the GOAT, especially with that weed and super punched Perkins straight out her shoes. The GOAT made history by becoming the first ever boxer to become undisputed in 3 straight weight classes. She says she got that smoke for everybody, including former boxer Layla Ali and famous MMA fighter Chris Cyborg. Now, if you don't know who Chris Cyborg is, I advise you to go and look up Chris Cyborg on YouTube so you can watch her highlights. I love me some Chris Cyborg, but the way Amanda Nunes knocked her out, I know that Claressa Shields can give her that bop, bop, bop real quick. Now, that is all that we have for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gave you guys a quick little look. You already know the vibes. I always do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be on the lookout for the next one. Always show God love. Always give someone that you may know or may not even know some kindness. Make sure that you always being real. Make sure you give this video some love. You already know I'm trying to become the voice of New York City, but at the end of the day, I can't try to become something that I already am. Let's really talk about it. Ain't nobody doing what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And that's how it's going to remain. I'm only one of one, period. And be on the lookout for the next one. Thank y'all.
I couldn't believe it. Soon as I bought my Cuban chain, she called me back. Soon as I iced her up my wrist, she got attached.